Welcome to the story that just won't go away. After his New York Times op-ed titled "Send in the Troops" caused an uproar among staffers, an editor lost his job. He resigned as the editorial page editor. Senator Tom Cotton now says the newspaper isn't the only one who was trying to censor him, and maybe is. A new FoxNews.com op-ed, he writes this: "The Twitter thought police also targeted me for expressing an opinion shared at that time by the majority of Americans." Joining us now with more, Arkansas GOP Senator Tom Cotton. Senator, Twitter threatened to stop your account in its tracks?
Yeah, Brian, that's exactly right. I can reveal now for the first time what happened a couple weeks ago. I'd come on this program a couple Mondays ago, and we talked about the rioting and the looting and the need, if necessary, to use military to back up our police where they were outnumbered by these rioters and looters and anarchists. Apparently, that didn't sit well with the Twitter thought police. So one of their low-level employees in Washington, D.C. just contacted my office out of the blue and said, "You have to delete these tweets in 30 minutes or we're going to permanently lock your account." Now, we asked for an explanation of why that was. It was not really forthcoming. They cited a policy that didn't explain or apply to my situation. We sent them back some clear evidence of my meaning on Twitter, and then they said, well, we're going to consider this. And we waited them out. We called their bluff for 30 minutes. They didn't lock down my account, and then within about 2 hours, they finally got back to us and said, okay, you can keep your post up. But it was a very Star Chamber-like procedure, I have to say, in which they were just calling us out of the blue, demanding that we censor my own tweets or that they would censor my entire account.
You're unflappable by nature, but at one point, were you just flabbergasted by where we're at? This is more than just Tom Cotton. What is going on?
Yeah, you do have left-wing thought police, not only in the New York Times newsroom and in Twitter, but throughout journalism and increasingly at businesses and in politics as well, who were raised in social justice seminars, and they think they're entitled to be protected from any opinion they don't like, as opposed to trying to rebut opinions they don't like with stronger arguments and better evidence. Look at what happened yesterday with the Federalists, the conservative news site that NBC News targeted for deplatforming by Google, and it looks like Google was prepared to do that until they got caught. And that was about, Brian, not an article that the Federalist had published, but rather the comment section. The comment section, I would say that, like most websites, the Federalist does not monitor or curate. It is a curious time for big tech to be threatening to deplatform websites because of uncurated comments at a time when big tech may be facing the loss or at least the modification of its legal liability protections because they claim they don't curate their comments.
This is unbelievable, Senator. Just to expand on what you said, Google thanked NBC for pointing out that Zero Hedge and the Federalists have put stuff up that was inaccurate or dangerous and inflammatory. So they were going to, you can monetize on Google, you can sell ads to what you post. They were going to demonetize, and they still did Zero Hedge, but they backed off the Federalists. Keep in mind, comment section is people writing in, commenting on a column. And now the statement, Google's statement to Fox News when we asked about this said the Federalist was never demonetized and their ads are continuing to run as intended. We have strict publisher policies that govern the content ads can run, which include comment sites, and work with the Federalists to address the situation. But they thanked NBC for doing what they said was their work. So this is really incestuous and dangerous, and we have to keep pointing it out. Senator, and thanks for doing all this work. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian.